I am Savvy Mike, and this is Savvy Reviews. And well, this is my channel where I basically review everything that I'm watching. At some point, I might move my music reactions over here, but if you do want to hear me react and listen and review album reviews, you could go to I Am Savvy Mike TV here on YouTube. That's where you can find that. But over here, strictly, we like to focus on movie and television shows, and hell, even an anime or two. Because you can best believe you're getting a Demon Slayer review. I can promise you that. I didn't see it in theaters, unfortunately. But when it comes out on Crunchyroll, I will be there. Now, I need to set some boundaries here because you anime fans are crazy. Y'all are nuts, okay? I need to let y'all know right now, I am not a fanatic. I don't know everything about everything. I don't read the mangas. I know everybody out there does. I'm not a manga guy. I am a comic book guy. I'm a comic book nerd, so I'm more Marvel, DC type when it comes down to that. I read those comic books, but I don't really read mangas. I'm not really into mangas, but I am in the anime. As far as I'm a casual viewer, okay? I'm a cinephile before anything. Movie guy, number one. Then TV guy, that's number two. And then anime falls at like 4 or 5, really. More music and everything else but you know, I like good animation. I like good storytelling. And you know, every once in a while, animes be cooking. I love Solo Leveling. Definitely will review. I think that ain't coming back to 2027 though. With Solo Leveling, like I said, I with Demon Slayer. Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite animes as well. With My Hero Academy. That wasn't a bad anime neither. I like that one. Of course, Attack on Titans, Full Metal Alchemist, you know, Death Note. Of course, Dragon Ball Z, and that got announced that we're getting a moral arc. And of course, anime fans are doing what they do best, and that's spoil it for the folks that don't read the mangas. and that is something that goes on in this, and we're going to get into this because this is episode 1 through 4 review of the Culling games. The newest episode doesn't drop till this Friday, and I will be giving you an episode 5 review when that one comes out as well. I'm just playing catch up with these TV shows. I need to do a series finale or a season 1 review of Pluribus, so I need to finish that at some point. I gotta watch Wonder Man. It's a lot that I have to do that I'm about to start making sure I focus on as far as this channel is concerned and goes. This weekend kind of threw me off because of the snow and everything, and so I was snowed in with other people chilling and just not in front of my computer able to do content for this channel here. But either way, you're not here for none of that, right? You're here to hear my thoughts about what I thought through episode 1 through 4 of JJK. And it is indeed still cooking, at least in my opinion. They picked up not necessarily right where we left off from the end of season 2, the Shibuya arc, you know, as you know. And as far as the manga goes, because like I said, it's been spoiled everywhere. Like, everybody knows what's going to happen at the end of all of this, unfortunately, because niggas don't know how to keep their mouth shut. And everybody wants to be the first. Oh, I said it first. Here, fine. Like, everybody wants to be the first. Nobody just wants people to experience it, how things go. So, knowing what we all probably know, I'm gonna try my best not to say, you know, what happens, because, you know, can't escape it, unfortunately. But I'm gonna try to keep it to what goes on in these first 4 episodes and each episode that we talk to, instead of like understanding what's coming. All that, let's just enjoy what we're getting now. And so, regardless of it, overall, I really did enjoy these 4 episodes. I wouldn't call it peak, but that last episode was definitely peak. We're gonna get into it. That 3rd episode was a lull because it was a lot of explaining going on, because they had to explain the Culling games and whatnot, and that was cool and everything. But it was just it felt like a lot of information being thrown at you, and you just gotta catch it all and like, okay, I really still don't know what this is, but hey, I guess this is what we need to do. And it's just, you know, as far as it goes, they talk about how they're going to try and free Gojo. They need to go get some cursed tools from the Zenin clan. And if you don't know, the Zenin clan, or the head of the Zenin clan, well, at least at the moment, for that moment, by episode 4, he's dead. Yeah, that's for sure. But for that moment, the guy right here, him, yeah, he was the head. It was really Megami was the head, because I guess Toji was the head and he's the next heir. I don't know. I could be wrong. Like I said, I could be wrong. I'm just catching it as I'm experiencing it. But either way, Megami is the one who's supposed to be the head. And so this guy in the first episode says, okay, I really want to be the head of the Zenin clan, and nobody's going to stop me from doing that. So I'm going to go find Megami. But Megami is looking for our main character, Yuji. And Yuji or Itadori is just out there doing things, stopping cursed spirits, trying to keep Sukuna inside of him. We get a glimpse of Sukuna in these first 4 episodes, but nothing really as far as dialogue goes there. One of the best anime villains by far, manga villains or whatever you may say. He is one of them ones. Geto is too, as far as how he sets everything up, but it's really Sukuna. That's him. And like I said, if you've read the manga, then you know exactly why. I'm kind of going backwards when I meant to go forward. Look, in episode 1, Itadori, Yuji, however you say that nigga's name, I hope I'm getting it right. He basically is getting chased by a buddy trying to find Megami, and this new guy, Yuta, who is said to be as strong as Gojo, or if not stronger than Gojo. He's one of those special cursed spirit guys that just is he's basically like an Omega level mutant. Like it's certain sorcerers in this world that are low level mutants, and there's certain folks that tear shit up. And Yuta is basically one of them, seeing the cursed spirit I believe he's carrying with him. And they explained that in the movie because they did a whole prequel basically explaining who Yuta was and how him and Gojo have a relationship. In this, it looks like Yuta is coming to kill Yuji and him up for whatever reason, but he said he had to make it look good, so he goes on to kind of kill him in the first episode, but with his curse technique, I guess he could heal people right on target. He heals them right there, saves them for long enough for the people that are after him, at least the Zenin guy who's trying to find Megami, to think that he's dead, because he promised Gojo that if something happened to him, that he would protect. Gojo basically put protection over Yuji and told Yuta, hey, look out for him if something happens to me, because I can't protect him. Like I said, all that is very fire in my opinion. I was really enjoying it, those first 2 episodes, really enjoying the setup of everything. And then, like I said, once we got to that 3rd episode, it halted and it just started, it tried to overly explain everything. And like I said, we just got hit with a whole bunch of words. But now we're at what I believe is peak anime, and that is indeed episode 4. Now, if you don't know, like I said, at the end of the episode 3, they basically explained the Culling games and what everybody needed to do. Everybody needed to separate. These people were going here, these people were going to do this, and Maki was sent to go get the cursed tools from the Zenin clan, and they, I guess, would have had to let her in because Megami is head over it. So if anybody had a problem with it, they sent him. But when she got there, her dad was on demon time and said, you know what, he feels that because they don't really, her and her twin sister really don't have powers, that they're a disgrace to the family and whatnot, and he basically murders his daughters, right? Or at least attempts to, because in a very heartwarming and endearing scene, the twin, one of the Maki's twin, basically sacrifices herself so she could become a full powered curse technique using sorcerer, and tells her, hey, they treated us like all of our lives. I'm gonna give all this power to you, destroy it all. And that's what she does in this Kill Bill-esque, basically homage to scene where Monkey goes the Bride versus Crazy 88 and straight up murders all of these ninjas in the Zenin clan. None of them could do anything with her. Even Buddy right here tried, and he got murked too. All of them got murked. They pulled up on her like, okay, since the little guy, the foot soldiers couldn't handle you because she just slaughtered them, we're gonna try and, get the job done. None of them could. Safe to say, Maki has now became an Omega level sorcerer in the universe of JJK. And I just loved how they did that whole thing. Like the way it led into that. Really don't know much about her. You're just introduced to her through these last 4 episodes. But to find out the importance of what she had going on with her sister, and how her sister passed her because they've been abused and misused and treated unfairly all their lives. And this is neither one, both of them been treated as weak and nothing. Basically say, here, this is your moment to destroy it all. I'm going to give you all the power I can. And there's just all these cursed monsters around her as she's crying as her sister dies. And then, all hell breaks loose. she did some business for sure. That was peak. I really enjoyed that. Look, if I had to really grade all 4 episodes, episode 1 would get a fire, episode 2 would get a fire, episode 3 would get a mid, but it mid because it was just a whole bunch of explaining. And episode 4 is peak. That is some peak fire right there. And that was really good. Has me really excited to see what episode 5 is and to see how this season plays out, even knowing how it all ends. Look, I feel like the main problem that people are having with this season is that they already know what's going to happen. So if the lead up isn't as epic as you want it to be, then it's just going to feel like a waste of time. That's all it's going to feel like. And at the end of the day, I feel like manga readers should just keep it to yourself. Hold it tight. Bro, there's this movie coming out called Project Hail Mary that a lot of people have read, and a lot of people are looking forward to seeing that movie and watching it, and people who haven't read the book experiencing this story. None of them has spoiled it. None of them say, hey, by the way, this happens. This is the reason why this is so epic. None of them. Why? Because that would just be a head move, anime guys. So please, I get it. Y'all get the mangas early. You're doing whatever you do to read them early or read them when you get them before everybody else or when they drop. Look, have at it amongst that community. If y'all have a Discord or something, figure it out. But publicly spoiling, like they did it with Dragon Ball Z Moral Arc. Only reason I know everything that's gonna happen in that is because they spoiled that when it came out, and that was like months ago. And it doesn't have me less excited to watch Dragon Ball Z, but it's just it's like, what are we doing? Like, we don't have let people anticipate, because they're making these things. It's gonna come out. This is one of the most popular animes and mangas out there. They're gonna make it in an adaptation, so why even spoil it? It makes no sense to me. I guess readers are more nice. People who read books are more nice than the ones that read mangas. That's kind of crazy. Either way, let me know what you think about these 4 episodes in the comments below. And yeah, like I said, fire. Episode 1 fire, episode 2 fire, episode 3 mid, episode 4 was peak, 5 out of 5. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, Savvy Mike, and this is Savvy Reviews.